just did was I went ahead and I entered a sell position on this pound CAD. Give me just a second and I'll fix this screen. Should be good to go there. Okay, so that was the pound CAD that I was mentioning. So we'll take a see what trade we finished off on yesterday. And we will start there. I don't think we got all the way through that yesterday, so I think I want to start. Let's start right here on trade number 3. I think we had to start over yesterday, so I'm gonna start on trade number 3. So I'm doing the GBP CAD. And I'm taking a sell for the hour close of 8 o'clock. And today is Wednesday, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take 2 trades on this particular trade. That was a sell for the pound CAD right here. Today we got quite a few trades running. On the Forex side of things. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and explain why I took this trade on the pound CAD. Okay, looking at it from a daily point of view. You can see that we closed pretty high here with a big bullish run. That's where we closed at there. Now, if we look here on the momentum side of things, we can see a good push up into the sell zone on the TDI down here. Anything above 63 and the 68 zone is a good sell area. Okay, now looking at this chart, we got the close here yesterday. Yesterday's close took us up in that area. Okay, so this particular candle should be brought back in containment of the TDI. See, yesterday's close took us up in here. Today's close should bring us back down in this area. With that being said, we should have price fall. Okay, now this is the daily chart. Let's go in and look at something more closer like the hour. Here we are on the hour. Okay, now on the hour, you can clearly see that we have been exhausted. That's the word I want to use. We have been exhausted up here above the 63 and the 68 level. We're exhausted. Okay, so now price is being forced to come back down in containment. Now look at our 15-minute chart, because this is the chart that we use for our trade entries. Here we go. If you look here on the 15-minute chart, we've already coming down out of here. But if you look, you have clear divergence. We have momentum, we have a downtrend in momentum, but we have flat movement in price. Okay, that is a prime example of convergence, or I'm sorry, divergence. Price flat, momentum falling. So if you just think about that, I mean, just picture that image in your head. Price remaining constant, but momentum falling. Okay, you can kind of visualize something going down with that combination of events. while this trade plays out, we still got an hour on this binary trade, but we got good going on that one. Let's take a look at some of these other trades we got running. We got the Euro USD from earlier. Now that running. Okay, what other trades do we have? I don't think I called this one today, but I got that one running. Down here to around the 99.3 level. This this CAD's gonna come down hard. I know it is. It's gonna come down to at least right in here. Mad I missed my position on that. But we're in the pound CAD, so we'll still be good to go. We'll get some of that juice. We'll get some of the CAD juice. I posted the CAD trades just moments ago, so still got time to get in there. But we're gonna take that down to at least here. Okay. And we got the Euro USD trade going. I'm gonna keep an eye on this CAD. But in the meantime, let's take a look and see if we have anything that's coming out. These are the hour trades. We'll go ahead and double up again. I really anticipate this CAD coming down hard. Really on all pairs, especially this USD CAD and this pound CAD. Excuse me. In the next hour, so we got 30 minutes for this pair to play out how we want it to. Take a look at this Euro USD again. Euro USD looks real good. Oh, what I do want to point out to you guys is the time. Euro session starts at 4 a.m., which is going to be right here. 4 a.m., which is 30 minutes from now. Now what I'm anticipating is this pound CAD to open for the London session down in this area somewhere. So in the next 30 minutes, I anticipate it opening somewhere right in here. So I expect price to be down in this ballpark area in the next 30 minutes. So let's see how that plays out for us. Right in here. I'll draw a horizontal line. And we'll go ahead and just let this play out, but I'm highly confident in the decision making that I make within this market. Another time frame that I really like to look at is the 5 minute. 5-minute is very useful. Especially when you're keying in on the 15-minute time frame. If you're keying in on your entry, the 5-minute and 15-minute time frames are going to be your best friend. Pay attention to where the 5-minute and the 15-minute candles close. Because when you start to get bearish or bullish change in candle price action on the 5-minute and 15-minute charts, those are very, very precise trade execution signals. Very precise. Notice how this 5-minute candle is reacting. And we're using it to confirm our entry, which was definitely a sell by far. We should be able to take this for a nice joyride. Real nice joyride to the other side of the market. Notice how this 5-minute pattern setup relates to yesterday's high, which is indicated by this blue tracer. Let me get this out the way. But notice this 5-minute setup. No, it's this 5 minute setup. Like I pointed out earlier, we have flat consolidation in price. We have a downtrend in momentum. We have momentum falling, and we have consolidation in price. Once you identify something like that, if you can be patient and place your timing in the session or before the session, end of the session, when those trap moves happen, you're gonna have a lot of success. And that's just being honest. The Euro USD trade, that went berserk. The USD CHF trade should go ham. And his CAD should be coming right behind it to the downside. Again, remember we have 30 minutes and price should be down here where I expected, if our analysis is correct. Here's the 1 minute chart of the pound CAD that we're looking at. Let's never look at that 5 minute chart. Getting a lot of activity here in the market, but overall bias is still to the downside regardless of that retest up, because as we see, this is the high of the day and price has failed to hold up here. So we're still looking for a potential strong push to the downside. Excuse me. Once we turn over here, it's a wrap. Once we turn over right here, we're falling. So I will mark this entry here. And in the meantime, while we have these trades going, what we can do is we'll go take a look at any news releases coming out today or in the next few hours or so. Okay, now at 3:30 we had this coming out on the Sweden. So let's look at the USD Swiss franc. Okay, that looks real good too. So I want to say, let's look at the CAD Swiss franc. Looking at this looks like pretty delicious for a buy opportunity. But that's gonna only be confirmed based on this, what this pick over here does. I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay, we still got about 20 minutes before we break off down here now. Of course, our trade here is in for the expiry of the hour, so we got 20 minutes left on these trades here. Those are looking pretty good now. All we need to do is continue to fall, and we'll bag that profit. The only trades we've taken so far this morning is this pound CAD, and we put a buy in here on the Euro USD. That's the pound CAD and the Euro USD. So Now, all of our trades have successfully crossed over into profit. And that's what we're looking at on the binary options trade. That was just trade number 3 here on the compound chart. Yesterday we had a little hiccup, so we had to restart at Monday's level, but that's all good. You know, we learn from our mistakes. Always, every trade, every lost trade should be a learning trade. Okay. Hope you guys are able to see this same level right here, where I drew this line. That is also yesterday's high. So look at the rejection from yesterday's high. You get the best view right now on the 5-minute chart. Look at that. That is a picture perfect entry. That is what you want your trade entry to look like. At the high or low of the day. At the high, you want it to look just like this. At the low, you want it to look reversed. Alright, now in a particular expiry, we used to have 20 complete minutes. So roughly 4 more of these 5-minute candles. And with for my analysis, I still am strongly seeing this push to the downside. Anybody got any questions so far about any of this? We got about 10 more minutes. Okay, now this is not what was prescribed by the doctor. Okay, we have our stop loss in place right here. Man, it was just taken out. Okay. What I'm actually still gonna do though here. So I'm still gonna hold my sell position. Here. Still gonna hold my sell position on this pound CAD. Now these particular trades, they're no good. But what I am gonna do is wait for the next opportunity. What we're going to do is we're going to wait for this European session to start. And we're still going to hold this CAD, this pound CAD sell. So what we're going to do on this USD we have a 9 o'clock expiry. Which will place us there. And stay on a $32 trade. Now mind your balance. Mind your balance. So if you have to do $5 to $10 trades, you do not have to copy me word for word. Do your balance. Trade your balance, not mine. So do $5 to $10 trades if you have to. Be conservative. We have 3 minutes left before those potential trades, those last trades will expire on the pound CAD. We are in the USD CHF sell. Your USD still going. USD CAD is coming down. Pound CAD will follow. All right, European session starts in 1 minute. 1 minute. And what I think we want to do here is I think we're going to add another cell right at the open of this next minute. Let's put a stop loss in here at 700. Ooh. I'm going to do really like 750. Let's put that in. Okay, so we got that in there. Now let's go back to the pound CAD. Let's take another one here for 32. We're going to use that one for 9 o'clock as well. Okay. Okay, still we're monitoring this pound CAD. All right. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to empty this CAD chart. Since we've been focused on this pound CAD for the most part, Let me go ahead and break it down. Okay, we'll start here on the 4-hour chart. Okay, now just looking at it, we're going to identify levels of support and resistance. First thing we want to do, identify levels of support and resistance. Now, in the training video, I did explain that we would use the close of the candles. But during this live training, we're going to use the wicks. So we're going to use the wick here. 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 Pretty much you want to just identify your reversal points by the wick. In the video I displayed the training just to close. But if you want to be real, extremely precise, once you get the closes down pat, you want to get in here on the wicks. Be as accurate as you can. Notice I'm just indicating the reversal wicks. Now this is the 4-hour chart. Now we don't have any zone up here. So what we'll do is we'll go to one frame higher to be the daily. See if we can pinpoint a zone in here, which we can. If we get in real close, we can see one here. Right here. At this wick. Meets this wick. Okay. So we were able to get a zone there. So now we can come back into our 4-hour and we can see that point right here. Right here. Okay. So now we've done the 4-hour. Let's look at the hour. Okay. Now look how this hour closed and look how this hour opened. Based on how we identify support and resistance, this looks like a very promising zone for resistance, right? We have a close and an open immediately being rejected. This is the status of our 2 trades that we have in. And here is where we're at with price. Okay, now that's just support and resistance. That's nothing else applied to this chart but some support and resistance. Now, what we can do alternatively as well is we can identify some highs and lows. We can see a low. We can see a high. We can see a low. We can see a high. We can see a low. But notice how every low is a previous structure, or every high is a previous structure. So we have a low, high, low, high, low. So what can we do here? We can pretty much confirm, and we'll draw a trend line to see if our analysis is correct. High, low, high, low. Now let's look at this. If we follow this from left to right, this is what we would have gotten at this point. Okay, so now what I'm anticipating is a retracement back down to this zone. we can come in here to the 15-minute chart. Based on all the charts we analyzed, this is what we have. And this is what it looks like on the 15-minute chart. So come back in here now. This is what we have currently. Let's add our RSI. This is what RSI is showing us. So what does that show us? That shows us price is moving up. Momentum is pretty much at capacity. You have high, momentum capped, momentum capped, momentum dropping, but we're capped at price. So that is showing divergence, which is an indication of trend reversal. Trend will always follow the momentum. So if momentum's falling and price is rising, eventually price is going to run out of gas if momentum falls. If you think of momentum as the gas, price as the car, price going up, gas going down, eventually price has to come back and gas up. That's just a simple way of thinking of the price action in your RSI momentum. So if we look at all that and come to that conclusion, if we add our sessions, let me show you something else. This is how you use your timing. Your timing is going to be here. This is what you would use for your timing. Your trade entries are going to be the beginning of the session or towards the end of the session every time. So now with how the timing plays out and how the time has moved, your trade entry is going to come between 3:30 and 4:30. Let's say 3:30 and 5 o'clock to be safe, on the safe side. So your trading hours are going to be between 3:30 and 5:30. You're going to want to monitor the charts between those 2-hour time frames, 3:30 and 5:30 a.m. for the London session. Alright, so here we are on the current trade. We still have 30 minutes, 45 minutes rather, on both of these particular trades. Pound CAD and the USD CHF. Currently at a resistance level 2. So if you look here, we have a series of high highs and equal lows. So this right here, just looking at this 15-minute time frame here, is it safe to say we can confirm this as being a level of resistance? Yes. Okay. Yes, we can. I can see price either coming here or here. On the USD CHF. Zoom back out so you guys can see that clear. I'll keep it on a 15 minutes. Checking on the CAD. Okay, here's our pound CAD trade. Now I took profit on this Euro USD trade. I went ahead and got out of that. Took the profit on that a while ago before we got the retrace. But what we can do is we can go here to here and find another entries level. It'll be right in here. So we can still consider taking advantage of this Euro USD buy right in here. That trade's good to go. I'm gonna double up on the USDC. Okay, now here we have some Swiss franc news coming in 3 minutes, and we have Turkish. Yeah, okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and let's short the USD CHF again. What I mean by short is a put trade. We have news on this particular pair in 3 minutes. It should be coming out right at 4:30. So what I did was I took another short, and I'm actually going to take just one more. Mind your balance. So if you don't have a high balance, my balance is over $500, so I'm able to use a bigger trade amount. So if need be, use $5 to $10 per trade. Okay, I'll just keep repeating that. Once your account grows, you'll of course be able to do bigger trade amounts. But if it's not there, the more you try to reach for the skies without being tall enough, the more you fall. So trust me, $5 trades for a week or two will put you in great position. Now the USD CHF, that Swiss franc news comes out in 2 minutes. So we should see a nice dramatic pull from this high. If you look, we have a strong resistance level followed by a lower trend line. I'm anticipating this trend line to completely collapse right in here. Now if we go back and look at our pound CAD, this is what we got. We got a good comeback on this pound CAD. Now the USD CHF, we are peaking on yesterday's high. Okay, yesterday's high is right here. So we're peaking on yesterday's high, getting a nice push, a nice rejection from that point. Okay, so here we are getting that real aggressive push from the high on this Euro USD CHF. And we'll see how that push continues down throughout the next 30 minutes. We can also look at this pound CAD, see if we're still pushing down. And this USD, Euro USD should be coming down here to give us our next buy position. Now it is possible, of course, that we don't make it down there, but I am highly anticipating a good push to activate this particular trade. Here's our USD CHF, and here's our pound CAD. Now, we'll see if our USD is going to come down here and push us into, it might take off right from here. But I am going to anticipate a nice pullback. Now this is a pending order, so it has to drop below here to activate. I'm anticipating we will drop there, but if we don't, that's okay. Okay, and here go our binary options trades. Okay, so that's looking good for us. Now, I am going to wait for 4:45 to enter this next buy position on this Euro USD. Either going to wait for 4:45 or wait for this buy limit to be activated. Okay. Now all these binaries are looking good now. I don't know if you guys can keep up because I'm going and we're going to go in for a minute. Okay. Now we're also going to take a 930 trade. We're going to take that here on this Euro USD. We're going to give it a minute before we take our entry though. But notice how that zone I drew out using this 15-minute chart played a vital role in our analysis. Okay, now on this next particular trade, I'm going to use $32 as well. I'm just sticking with a flat 32, so whatever you've been sticking with, stick with a flat 5 or flat 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the close of this 30-minute candle, or at least the close of this 15, to be somewhere near this zone area. We're going to immediately enter for the push back up. You see here we're getting a rejection from that level. As long as we hold this rejection, we are confirmed coming back down in this area. Here's the EUR/USD coming back down. Mind you, I did say I wanted to come down in here and activate the pound CAD. Notice how we're still consolidating right on yesterday's high. Alright, now we're almost activated. We got about another 10 more pips to drop before we'll be activated on this particular buy entry. Alright, now I want to take this trade for 9:30 expiry. Okay, EUR/USD. Now I'm going to take 2 trades on this pair as well. Now mind you, if you only use $5 to $10 if you have to, I'm going to keep stressing that you do not have to use high amounts like mine. I don't know what your balance is, so be mindful of your account balance. Okay, now you look here. We are right on my entry point. So we are in. All right. Now, all of our binary options trades are in profit, with our pound CAD being the deepest in profit now. But nonetheless, here's our US dollar CHF. Here's our pound CAD. Here's our EUR/USD. I'm going to add an indicator on here to use for the ABR high and low. So using this, you can look for our high to be somewhere right there. If I pull out my Fibonacci, I can go from this previous high to this low and get a high approximately right in here at the 61.8 or the 50. What I like to do is I use the Fibonacci to find those levels, and then I get that all out of the way. I already know that this would be 100%. Here you can see how we just broke under this zone, and down here on the RSI we just broke over 50. Stuff like that gives you clues. Broke out over 50, below 50 for a downtrend, and we also just broke down below a previous zone. And we have everything in the money. Okay, we have Euro news coming in 15 more minutes at 5 o'clock. And we have Turkey. Not going to pay too much attention to that, but I am going to focus on this manufacturing PMI for the Euro, which could send this Euro USD straight up. And it's set to be released in 30 minutes. But they can literally send this Euro USD straight to the moon. Let me show you here. We have a trend line. We have a small trend here. Low. And we got a low like that. Low, 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 uptrend. So we'll see how this is respected or disrespected, and we'll play it from there. Again, we got 15 minutes on that on this next important release. And I'm very confident it's going to send this Euro straight to the moon, but we'll sit back, be patient, and watch and see. pound CAD still looking good. USD CHF still looking good. The Euro USD making our move. Another pair I want to take a close look at is pound Aussie. I'm sorry, this is the Euro Aussie, not the pound Aussie. First, I want to look at this pair because I noticed it was at a low. And we can look here and see a trend, correct? So what I can see here is a real nice buying opportunity on the Euro Aussie. So I'm moving. I told you guys I'm moving today. So let's go ahead and take a buy on the Euro Aussie as well. Now, as far as Forex is concerned, I'm going to take my position at the close of this next 30-minute candle, which will be the close of this candle. The close of this candle, I'll take my next move up. So pound CAD, dollar CHF came back up for us. We need that to come on back down. But we could get a solid close on the hour right here. And the next hour be the one to fall. So we'll just keep an eye on that. We'll put a stop. Stop right here. Oh, put a stop up right here. But we should get rejected there with no problem. The Euro USD is going the right way. Alright, pound CAD coming the right way. Euro Aussie making its move up. I'm gonna hold off before I enter there. But here we got the dollar CHF. Should play our position right. Euro USD, the pound CAD. And this is the next trade I'm looking to get in. But I am going to give it another 10 minutes or so before I enter. If I miss it, that's okay. It's better to be right than wrong, or right and none in the trade and wrong and in the trade. So we'll either wait for it to come back down and give us our entry, or we'll pass. We'll just watch it work. Our pound CAD is definitely going right. Our dollar CHF should, like I said, close out this hour and then bring us back down. Probably gonna close out as a hanging man on this 30-minute chart. Hanging man would be if this 30-minute candle closes exactly how it looks now, and the next one coming crashing. And this, of course, would be a pin on the 30-minute chart on the Euro USD. This here is a bearish engulfing on the 30-minute on the pound CAD. And we have a bullish pin on the Euro Aussie 30-minute. As far as these trades are concerned, all of them are in the profit except for this dollar Swiss franc, which should be coming around for us. We got 10 more minutes, 8 more minutes. So we'll see how this candle and this next 5-minute candle close out. But we're looking for them to close out bearish. I did throw a stop loss up here at the top of this zone, just in case it does extend higher. But I'm still with a strong sell bias. Now this high impact euro release is due for 5 more minutes. Excuse me. Alright, now we got about 60 seconds before the release comes up. Euro, CAD, Euro USD, USD CHF, Euro Aussie, Euro CAD. Let's go here and watch how this next hour closes and opens in the next 60 seconds. And now we can pretty much watch these trades play out. Alright, so that pretty much concludes today's training session. We'll just let these trades currently play out. We have the USD CHF sell, the pound CAD sell, and the Euro USD buy trades in. See you guys tomorrow.